For the world's most extravagant, properties are nevertheless a simple drop in the sea for their tremendous ocean of riches. While a large number of us are rowing alongside mortgage reimbursements and such, these folks can buy probably the most extreme, luxurious homes altogether. So here are the incredible homes of the world's richest CEOs. We should start with the world's most extravagant CEO, actually simply the world's most richest, period. Jeff Bezos has been the CEO of Amazon since 1996 and is worth around $160 billion. He's the first CEO to actually amaze the 12-digit mark regarding total assets. What's more, with that much of wealth comes a ton of land. As indicated by the Land Report magazine, Bezos is the 25th biggest landowner in the United States. While the base camp of his multi-billion-dollar, prospective trillion-dollar organization dwells in Seattle, Bezos claims the biggest house in Washington, D.C. This gigantic 27,000 square foot mansion was previously a textile gallery and is currently experiencing a $12 million redesign that is basically consolidating two separate houses. The house is one of the numerous exquisite homes in the acclaimed Kalorama neighborhood. The distinction being this house was worked with $23 million in real money. When the renovation is finished, Bezos will be neighbors with the Obamas and the Kushners. He likewise has a home in Medina, Washington, and furthermore went through a strong redesign as much as of $28 million, a Beverly Hills home worth $25 million. 3 connected condos in Century overshadow Central Park in New York City, worth around $8 million. What's more, to finish everything off, he claims about as much land in Texas as anybody. The second most richest individual on earth is not, at this point, a CEO, yet his time as an author and CEO at Microsoft has made him one of the most recognizable people on the planet. His home is the same. In the same way as other of the homes featured in this video, Gates' epic home dwells in Medina, Washington. This current house's forefront innovations make it a commendable property of its tech magnate owner. The lakeside mansion is all of 66,000 square feet. It took Gates 7 years and $63 million to build the work of art. In 1988, Bill bought the part for $2 million. However, since the house's development, its assessed worth is presently around $130 million. Inside the high-tech home are first-in-class sensor framework advancements to give visitors room atmosphere, lighting, and full oversight of the apparent multitude of house's highlights and apparatuses. The home has only 8 rooms, however, can fill in as a social event place for the general population. The manor has 25 restrooms, 6 kitchens, and a lounge area that can oblige up to 200 individuals. The 60-foot pool is warmed and is outfitted with a submerged music include. In the event that doesn't fulfill the visitors' recreational desires, there's likewise a monstrous trampoline room. This astonishing home is only one of 3 of Bill's most incredible homes. He additionally possesses a huge farm in Southern California that he purchased from fitness symbol Jenny Craig. This home sits on 228 sections of land and was purchased for about $18 million. A simple buy when you are worth over $90 billion. This part incorporates a racetrack, guest house, office, veterinarian suite, orchid, and 5 horse shelters. Alongside the farm, Gates possesses a home in Wellington, Florida that he bought for $8.7 million. Generally, Gates' little girl Jennifer dwells in the home, yet it's simply one more choice for the billionaire. The third man on the list has become well known and a ton of cash by having a skill for benefiting from his investments. Actually, Warren Buffett is so adjusted to this cycle that he earned the title of the Oracle of Omaha. For Buffett, his house is no exemption to this scale. In 1958, Buffett bought his 6,575 square foot Omaha home for only $31,500. He actually lives there today. Presently, the property is esteemed at around $800,000. What's more, with regards to this notoriety of modesty, the house isn't so much as one of the more costly homes on the square. An eminent differentiation considering Buffett is worth just shy of $90 billion, it is third on the list of the most rich. Yet that is exactly how the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway rolls. Buffett is presently selling a home in Laguna Beach for $11 million. However, don't stress, he didn't burn up all available resources on that either. In 1971, he purchased that house for only $150,000. Notwithstanding the entirety of his benefits, Buffett decides to live modestly, only miles from his office. That reflects the position of safety of his home. The fourth CEO on this list is another tech juggernaut and the fifth richest man on the planet. Mark Zuckerberg, co-creator and CEO of Facebook, and his significant other Priscilla live in an interesting $7 million home in Palo Alto. This 5,617 square foot property is embellished with wooden floors, a saltwater pool, banquet-sized lounge area, glassed-in sunroom, 5 rooms, and 5 washrooms. The house was constructed back in 1983. Furthermore, from the outset, you may begin to think Zuckerberg is adopting a Warren Buffett strategy to spending his millions. However, don't stress, this isn't the situation. The home's extravagance shtick is that of Marvel Comics, like AI that controls the entire property. Zuckerberg retrofitted the home with a specially made AI that he even named Jarvis, previously found in the Marvel's Iron Man. This tech guru is a unique innovation that took the sharp tech virtuoso years to create. Alongside average extremely rich person style, Mark has likewise purchased $30 million worth of property around his home in Palo Alto, just in the event that he ever chooses not to have any neighbors. The property, situated in Dolores Heights, is spread over a territory of 5,542 square feet. He later contributed another $1.6 million to remodel the home, to which he included an office, a media room, a half washroom, a mudroom, a pantry, a wine room, and a wet bar. He likewise included another rooftop alongside all new arranging. Yet, the first-class land thing for the Facebook boss is the 2 land parcels and Kauai that he burned through $100 million for. He intends to set up 700 sections of land of property for lavish family excursions. These land parcels have a 2,500 square foot spread of sea and an operational natural ranch. The plans are to build a 2-room bedroom alongside a 16-cove garage complex. Another extremely rich CEO is the late Steve Jobs. In his time as the tycoon mechanical pioneer of Apple, he likewise lived in Palo Alto in a 1930s Tudor-style home. This wonderful home sat on a large portion of a section of land and was all of 5,768 square feet. It incorporates 7 rooms and 4.5 washrooms. The house was a lot of a British nation style, fitting perfectly with the remainder of this peaceful neighborhood, and unquestionably didn't stand apart as the sumptuous residence of an innovative tycoon. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX and creator of PayPal, just as numerous different titles, is no more peculiar to millions of dollars in land himself. Musk owns a consolidated $72 million worth of homes around the Los Angeles zone. One of these homes was once possessed by Gene Wilder, which Musk bought for $6.75 million. In 2013, he transformed that domain into a tuition-based school for his 6 kids. As you would anticipate from Musk, from his imaginative work at Tesla and SpaceX, the entirety of his homes are fitted with first-in-class or even concealed technology. In 2016, Musk paid $24.25 million to purchase another mansion in Los Angeles' elite Bel Air neighborhood. Musk's latest procurement is his 5th home in a similar neighborhood, and he's right now actually constructing it. Join that with the $48 million he spent on past homes, and his absolute land imprint in that territory is around $72 million. All the homes are close to one another, giving the tech big shot his own monstrous compound in an already incredibly expensive postal district in the foothills. Larry Ellison, not the CEO, yet CTO of Oracle, is another familiar tycoon that couldn't be forgotten about. His home in Woodside, California is designed according to a 16th century Japanese head's castle and is presumably worth around $70 million. The 23-acre of land bequest took 9 years to plan and assemble, and it was finished in 2004. Unmistakably an aficionado of the Japanese culture, Ellison likewise possesses a noteworthy nursery mansion in Kyoto, Japan, which was supposedly recorded for $86 million. In spite of the fact that the value he really paid is obscure. Alongside the royal residence and the nursery, he likewise collaborated with Robert De Niro, filmmaker Mir Taper, and Nobu Matsuhisa, the driving force behind the Nobu sushi chain, to change over the noteworthy Casa Malibu Inn into a very good quality Japanese idea inn that opened in April. Ellison bought the property for $20 million in 2007, and rooms currently start at around $1,100 every night. Another CEO that we cannot disregard is that of Mukesh Ambani. Ambani is the richest man in India and the 19th richest on the planet. We are needed to make a reference to him since he holds the title of claiming the most expensive and incredible home in existence. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated for more videos in the future.